Welcome back to The Rip. This is episode 6. I'm your host, Vince, and we got Andre here. Welcome.
Good, guys.
Welcome, one of our most talented editors on the squad.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's
Bro,
good bullshit.
What'd you go to school for?
Oh, yeah, nuclear engineering. Nowhere, nothing close to, video editing, but make it work.
That's all that matters, eh? You gotta make it fashion, but through editing.
100%.
What's going on with you, too?
Nothing much, just summer rules, I guess.
Summer road, yeah.
Just chill.
Just chilling right now, he's living life right now, fucking...
Oh yeah, living life doing nothing.
Yeah, you don't have to be... Yeah, exactly, COVID life. COVID life, fucking bullshit, my guy. Fuck. You know what, honestly, it's been crazy lately, you hear about the... Oh, I wanted to explain this to you, because I wanted to talk about this on the podcast today. This past week, so pretty much, for the longest time, the NCAA, you know what that is, right? The college and state, college, commission or whatever it's called. They made billions and billions of dollars off their athletes, right?
Yeah.
But unlike actual students, they were not allowed to have jobs. They couldn't sign an autograph.
So
they couldn't,
locked in.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything. Like they couldn't try and make money at all based off their own likeness. They couldn't do any of that stuff, image, anything like that. And and it got the video game series taken away because of lawsuits with that.
What the fuck?
It got multiple things taken away. One of the greatest college football players of all time, Reggie Bush. He I think he accepted $300K from the university or something like that and stuff to help pay off rent. When he went to University of Southern California.
School and stuff.
Yeah, he went to University of Southern California.
Sure.
And yeah, he got the highest accolade. One of the highest accolades in sports is the Heisman Trophy. He got it taken away because of that. Because they found out after the USC's national championships taken away. Shit like this is kind of happening. And it's just an ancient rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's called amateurism. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And they kind of announced it the last year or so that they were getting ready and stuff. And this past week it actually got passed as a law. Everything, all the states are kind of bringing it together. But as of July 1st, which today is July 4th, they're allowed to make money off their likeness and stuff. So now the video games could come back. I know that EA sucks now, but they started to do stuff with that. And then also they actually made players started to already make logos for them. So think about it. Think about it. These athletes couldn't even take a job at McDonald's. Isn't that wild?
That's
though?
ridiculous.
But the actual students can. I know they're getting a full ride and stuff, but
it's ridiculous. Still, either way, that's such an archaic. I feel that being a thing is so archaic.
But think how much money they're making. The schools, for example, March Madness, the biggest, the college basketball tournament, you know what it is, March Madness. You've heard of that before, right?
Never actually.
Actually, never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
March Madness. Anyways, they make NCAA makes about at least $1 billion.
That's crazy, man.
And the students get
nothing.
But they get in trouble if they do anything.
What the man? That just
and they handcuff them like this.
It's actually scum. That's actually
Isn't that scum?
So hearing this change is just generally there's no downsides to it for me. I feel
there's actually some people. Oh, it changed away from the sport. It's gonna change the sport. Those very old heads. You know what I mean?
The only thing I can think that it fucks over is people that that were in that beforehand, right? And they had to follow those rules, and then now they see all these people.
But if anything, I would think they'd be happy for them,
oh no, I'm just saying,
but they'd be upset. What the fuck? Right?
No, but think about it this way, what the fuck? I didn't have to go. I had to go through that. Why don't they? Kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of Stockholm syndrome kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
So, but besides that, I mean, it's a good thing to celebrate. I mean, they're actually able to have personal freedoms now, and actually be able to make money on stuff they should be being able to make money off of, right?
Yeah,
but it's fair. It's fair. They should be able to.
I know, but think about it right now. Think about it. You're in university, like I am too. Yeah. And imagine you can't even get a job.
That's ridiculous, man.
You have no money, yo.
I can't. Yeah, no. Especially in the U.S. when the tuitions are so high.
Yeah.
Medical care is so high. Everything, all that stuff. We almost have it. At least tuition wise.
Yeah.
We almost have it easy, compared to them. So I can't even imagine. These guys are probably $100,000 in debt. That's crazy.
I'll tell you another story. About this shit that happened in the past. A couple years ago, one of my favorite players actually met his mom at Michigan State. Chase Young. His apparently he got in trouble. He had a chance to win the Heisman as a defensive player. That's unheard of. It's happened once, I think.
I see.
With Charles Woodson, and I think he was doing so well. It was crazy, and he got suspended 2 games in the middle of the season because. And there was no for sure findings for this.
And this is when he was at his pretty much
Yeah.
like crazy thing.
Yeah, he was in college. Now he's in the NFL now.
Yeah.
But he had apparently from the year before, the year prior, they played in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, and they had that game, and he flew out his girlfriend to the game, and apparently took some money from a family friend that gave, because he didn't have money, right? Because not a job, not to do any of these things. So he took money from like a family friend to give it so he can fly his girl over and watch the game.
Yeah.
And he got in big trouble for that.
That's
when
crazy.
they found out, and he was suspended 2 games, which ruined his Heisman.
But
he was still a finalist. He was a finalist with 2 less games.
That's so fucking
like isn't that no? But that's wild though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, think about that.
Like that. Something like that is just, to me,
scummy, man.
Scummy. It's almost like this. He's not even taking money from like context is important. He wasn't even taking money from like a random person. Not like going out asking for money.
Like, and he had to prove it. Like, and they couldn't. Like, he tried to get overruled. Everything. He couldn't play 2 games. God. I think that's why he didn't win the Heisman Trophy. I think like Joe Burrow would have won.
So he had a chance to win it, pretty much.
Yeah.
He was gonna win it, pretty much. He could have said, right?
I know. Yeah, you remember that? Like, remember Chase Young got suspended 2 games? You remember? I know they were easy games. I think they were against Maryland and Rutgers or something like that. But like,
something bullshit.
Isn't that bullshit though? Like, imagine you went to college too. Like, you know what I mean? Imagine you couldn't have a job on the weekends. You remember you had a job at the arena on the weekends?
Yeah.
Like, how would you feel? Like, that's
how they're expecting them to pay for all this stuff too. That's the thing. I don't know.
Like, what the hell is this shit? Okay, sure, you get free shoes, Nike gear. Like,
wow, that's great. Wow. Oh yeah. What about my rent, tuition, and everything else?
We don't get no shirt. We're there, right?
I know, but it just makes sense. Like,
that's crazy to me.
Sure, they're treated really good. But think about it though. I remember there's videos on YouTube where it's like day in the life of a student on campus and then a student athlete. And the student athlete's getting up at like 6 a.m. to go to workouts and then go to class. Then you got the regular student to wake up at like 8, 9. So like you see that, right? And then people would say, like, they say, oh, but you're getting a full ride. You know, you don't have to worry about that shit. Well, who the fuck, bro? Like, that's so bullshit.
Kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I know. But now, at least now, they can make money off their own image.
Yeah.
But,
which is fair.
Because technically the NCAA owned the image before. Isn't that fucked, man? It's like slavery. Like,
it's like exploitation.
They're exploiting you. Yeah. Like, and I think the whole world's exploitation in a way. But come on now. Like, that's not like that. That's not like that.
Oh, no. That was extreme. That was no.
You know what's funny? In actual court cases, they would have no explanation for it. Then stuff, but they would just say, "Do you know what their defense was?
What?
Amateurism." Then when somebody would ask, amateurism. That's all they would say.
That's all they would say.
Like, that's so scum, you know. Like,
it's actually scum, man.
Because like, technically it's a rule, yes.
And the hard thing is too is that even if you try to fight it because you're so young, like, these guys are young, right? They're still in school.
Yeah.
So it's not something you can do as easy as if you're like, like old, like, you're like 30 years old, like 35 or something, middle age. Yeah. And you have like a stable income, you can actually fight that shit. Like, no, you can't even if you want to fight it, you can't, like, at that point.
I agree.
So it's a really good change for sure to see. Like I said, the only negative thing I can see from happening is maybe like, people who had to go through that now are saying, oh, it's unfair. Like, these guys don't have to when I do. Right?
Yeah. So, but I mean, like, I think that's with everything, honestly.
That's what
I think it's like any change.
Yeah.
But I think whenever somebody makes a change with something, people are always like, oh, it's never going to be the same as before. But like, that's like everything though.
No,
like, it's like what about like you're like, say you're like with your girl and stuff, and then after like you have a kid, it's never gonna be the same, obviously. Yeah. But it's like a welcome change at the end of the day, right? Like, if it helps people's lives, that's all that matters. Like,
100%.
Because they're already getting like work to the bone.
I see no downside for this.
I see zero. Yeah,
zero downside for the people who actually have to like.
Here's the thing. Here's another thing. Because I know, Andre's not a sports fan.
I'm not.
He's not a sports fan. So like, this is like, I like hearing like what you have to say, and it's like, for example, that a lot of things that people used to not make sense. It's like they don't give any money to the players. Meanwhile, like, thing is, like, they didn't know, like, the schools don't even know what to spend money on. But yeah, no, like, those facilities are absolutely huge, and then like the coaches are getting paid like $15 million a year. Like, are you kidding me, dude?
Crazy amounts. Yeah.
Like that's fucked. Like, that's fucked.
And these guys are getting nothing. So
like zero.
Especially when they're without them, there's no reason for, like, there's no that's not going to exist without these guys.
Exactly.
Right? So,
but a lot of people are interested. Like, like schools are sponsored by certain companies, right?
Oh yeah.
So, like, for example, Ohio State, they're sponsored by Nike. Everything's Nike. Players are supplied with Nike. What about if a player who plays for Ohio State signs with Under Armour?
I mean, to be honest with you, Still fair game in my books. I mean,
No, but like how would that work though? That's
I mean, it would be different if like I guess if they're because you said like their whole team or like for Ohio State they're all Nike.
like that's the program.
I guess yeah. So I mean, I guess it'd be different if you're actually like like I'm thinking in terms of like commercial or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like a photo shoot or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like, but if it was like them wearing like Under Armour at like the actual game when everyone else on our team's wearing Nike, I feel like I don't know how that would work out. Like I feel like that's I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would work out. But I feel like they should be allowed to still take sponsorship from like other companies.
Yeah.
If it's for like not unrelated, like not them actually at the game or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
But at the end of the day, only a small fraction of players go pro. And people are like, "Oh, make your money when you go to the pro." Most people don't make it to the pros. It's only like a little fraction. So probably like 5% make it to the pros. And it's like, and you know what? I'm actually happy because like, what about one of those players who can't make the NFL, can't hang on the NFL? There's these other football leagues that are starting to open now, and it's like, what about that guy? Like he can get paid in college. He's a big name, but he's he wouldn't survive in the NFL. But now he can make some money, and then he can maybe go to another league, market himself.
Yeah.
Because you weren't allowed to market yourself.
So basically, his future is now actually like he actually has possible future. Before, if he didn't make it into the NFL,
he has to get a job somewhere else, right?
Yeah, he'd be fucked over, right? So
no, because in the past, his quarterback Kurt Warner, came out of college, didn't do too well right at the beginning of the NFL. He's a Hall of Famer now, but he was bagging groceries.
What the hell?
He was bagging groceries,
That's
and then
crazy.
And then he kind of got a tryout with the St. Louis Rams, and the rest is history, right? So. Yeah. Like it's just stupid, you know what I mean? At the end of the day,
at the end of the day, shit like that shouldn't be happening. So, no matter what, in my opinion, this is a welcome change. I mean, like you were talking about, like the different company kind of thing, like different sponsorships.
But then again, it's gonna be hard at first, but like at the end of the day, it's gonna be like
people will adapt. People will adapt.
But nothing's done overnight. You know what I mean? Like things will get better over time, even better. Right?
Yeah, it might might be a little weird at first, but like since it's such a big change, I feel. But
yeah, it is.
But over time, I feel like everything will adapt and change towards this new way of doing it. So.
But this change needed to happen.
It needed to happen. It's almost like a culture shock. Like it needed to happen to this field, right? For all these players and stuff. But I mean, it's gonna be hard for everyone to adjust to it. Yeah. But it needed to happen. Like you have to ultimately think about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I actually have another stupid thing I like to hear.
All
stupid rule in sports as well. So, as you know, the Tokyo 2021 Olympics coming up in a month, about a month, whatever, end of July this year. And one of the top sprinters at track, women's, I think, short sprinters, whatever, 100 meters, something like that, Sha'Carri Richardson, they do drug testing all the time. Oh, yeah. She got tested for marijuana. And that doesn't affect any performance whatsoever. Yeah. But now she's suspended for a month, and that would mean she does not make the Olympics, and she has easy chance to win the gold medal. So now she gets that away, and at these athletes, the Olympics, Summer Olympics come around every 4 years.
That's fucking crazy.
Isn't that great? And apparently, her mom passed or something. I don't know. If I got it wrong, my bad. But I think she was saying her mom passed. She was saying I'm human. I understand it's a rule, but that's another ancient rule, way out of touch.
Oh yeah.
You think marijuana affects that?
No, dude, what the fuck? Just because she look, if it was roids or something, I get it. That's completely different. Yeah. Performance altering, but this is it's fucking weed. It's what the fuck is it gonna do, man? That's so fucking bullshit.
I know.
What the fuck?
Well, man, what do you think? You were a runner back in high school. Think about you made it to that sort of level, and then you smoke weed, which people do on the regular.
Yeah, but a lot of people do. You're not injecting yourself to make yourself better. I'm not for all that.
Yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure if you're gonna smoke weed, I'm pretty sure it's gonna actually make you make it a little bit worse for you.
You're gonna feel tired after.
I know, right?
A zombie over here.
I know,
but I don't know, man. That has nothing to do with
what the fuck
how you perform.
I can't believe that's an actual thing.
She got
disqualified because she smoked weed.
But we all know the Olympic committees are corrupt and shit. They have to be.
They've always been like that though.
Yeah, I know.
every single year there's always some questionable
Oh, bullshit like that, you know, like the Russians cheating. Like I'm sure you've heard of that.
So dumb, man. I shit like that is kind of the reason why I can't watch this shit too much.
Yeah.
To be honest with
it's
you,
scummy. I mean.
There's so much behind the scenes bullshit. I just can't.
Yeah.
But Vince, there is one person you're cheering on this year, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Who is?
100%. Well, we had on our old podcast.
I know.
We had the Olympic on
yeah.
Anna Kanual. She just made the Olympic team. Was announced yesterday.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
So
coming back soon.
well, we'll try and get her on the podcast after the Olympics. Maybe in the fall. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
Give her some time to celebrate.
We just want to say because we know she's gonna watch this, right? So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna watch this.
100%.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Even though we record something else then, so.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, sure. If she's watching right now, make sure to help Vince. Eh?
Yeah. I get up Andres too. Andres.
Oh yeah.
No
See
kidding.
you soon.
No kidding. But yeah, no. Like I said, another outdated rule. Another.
There's so many. I feel like in not just sports and just so many different like
in life, you know, like
so many different things in life where there's just so many bullshit rules like that. It's just kind of makes me like mad, you know, because like
upset,
imagine like working so hard to get where you are, where
that's
you're like
think,
right up, you're literally about to go into the Olympics, like you're about to like make a name for yourself, everything. Like you're this girl you said like she's already kind of made a name for herself though, right? Like she's one of the best sprinters in the world. Okay, but then again, they don't get paid well in like track and field compared to other athletes. Yeah,
mind you.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you know, technically she's already made a name. But still, you know, like, is this like her first Olympics she'd be doing, or?
Ooh, you know what? Let me check that real quick.
Yeah, check.
I'll let you know right now.
Because if it's her first Olympics, that makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying?
I think it is her first Olympics. Yes, it's her first. It's
yeah,
her first. She's 21. She's very, very
21.
young.
Literally our age.
Years old.
You know, you're literally about to, dude. Imagine this. You're about to go into the freaking Olympics.
Olympic fucking games. Like,
crazy shit. No, it's crazy shit.
I know.
You work your own whole life for it.
You literally work.
It's only every 4 years.
Yeah.
Right? For them this summer.
And you can make it, but doesn't mean you're gonna make it the following one, right? 4 years.
Like
you have an injury, you're
just imagine you took the last like 10, 15 years of your life just to work your ass off. You had
and the thing is, like say with how this got postponed, maybe she would have made it last year and there was no issues, right? Like
exactly. Right.
Like,
dude, I can't. That's fucking stupid. Like I said, imagine like, you know, 10, 15 years, you know, you're passionate about this, you work your ass off to be like one of the best in your field.
Yeah.
And then for this to happen, like, it's fucking stupid.
Definitely.
I mean, to be honest, I'm sure. Here's the only thing I can possibly think about, right? Is that, you know, like I like to think counterpoints, right? So
you got to try, right?
Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm sure it's not the first time that someone's been banned for like weed in Olympics.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not the one.
Right.
Time, yeah.
So maybe like she should have known. Like the only thing, like.
You know,
the only thing I could say is...
No, I'll give you an example, actually, with that. Eman, I don't know if you correct me a little bit, because I know you knew a bit about this. I know the Russian Olympic team, probably 4 or 5 years ago, they got banned from the Olympics. Remember?
Yeah,
but then they allowed most of them back after.
Yeah.
But not under Russia. It was called, like, Olympic team of Russia or something like that. Like, so there's no Russian flag, nothing like that.
It was just
come on, dude.
It was just like Washington football.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, it was just general, very general.
Fucking bullshit.
So that's what I'm saying. So you continue what you're saying.
Okay, in that case, that's double standards. That's just fucking stupid. Yeah, but I don't know. I guess like I said, the only thing I can think of that, you know, someone can say is, oh, like this has been like done before.
Yeah.
Where like, you know, someone's been banned even for, you know, smoking weed. As bullshit as it is, it's happened before. So maybe she should, like, as someone who's going into the Olympics, as big as it is, maybe she should have known. Like, I'm sure she has like coaches and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe, you know, I'm pretty sure she was probably one beforehand.
Like, I think she was down bad, as you were saying, because of her mother or something like that. I think
which makes sense.
That would make sense, right?
That makes sense. You know, like, yeah, like stuff like that's fucking. Like, imagine you're 21 years old and one of your parents like just died. Like, how the fuck?
I know. Yeah, I didn't know she was 21, but she's a very like strong woman, like very strong. Yeah. Like, I don't know if I told you, but like fuck.
We'll get her on the podcast.
Yeah, right.
No, 100%. But man, I don't know, man. Like 100%. Even in that case, like I understand it. I'm just saying, like I said, I fully agree that none of this should have happened to her. I'm just saying the only counterpoint I can think of is that, you know, I almost certain she was like warned before, and even like even if it's weed, just don't do it because like she
Yeah.
kind of knew the risks, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, nah, that's fucking
No,
stupid.
but it's scummy though. But like I told you, the Russians they use performance enhancing drugs.
No, so that's
like
the double standards. That's fucking double standard bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah.
Like absolute fucking bullshit, scummy like tactics. Like it's fucking goblin tactics from whatever that.
But even though like weed is so normalized now.
Oh no,
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, especially North America, like
100%.
So normal.
Dude, you literally go to anywhere. You walk down the street, you probably see someone smoking weed right now. Go.
You fucking smell it, like even that.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, come on, you basement dwellers. Walk outside your house.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like it's bullshit. Like it's fucking bullshit. It's very upsetting though. Like especially me that like I actually like played sports like pretty competitively. So it's like I feel for it.
Yeah. So like I said, imagine it's your big like everything's leading up to this. It's the biggest thing of your life, and fucking just smoke some weed. Haha, fuck you. You're up. Like
yeah.
That's fucking. Oh man, I can't even. I would be. And this is again also after her mom. You said it was her mom, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Like her mom passed. Like fucking hell, man.
Bullshit.
I can't even imagine what she's going through now. Like, not only is like kind of like her, I don't want to say her dreams because she's still like the best in her field, like you said. But at the same time, it's something amazing. Like the Olympics only come around every so often.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? There's a lot of backlash on this right now. By the time this goes up, something may have changed because tons of athletes are speaking out, like Odell Beckham Jr., like all these Damian Lillard, LeBron James, like they're all like getting.
It's good to hear that everyone's speaking out about it, but
you know how fucking stubborn that bullshit is,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
it's fucking retarded. I'll say that's fucking retarded. Like, actually, fucking stupid. Like actually scummy bullshit. Like whoever the fuck runs this, like the Olympic committee.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, fucking actual degenerates. Let me say that. Oh my god. No like kidding. I'm gonna just say this. Like I just hope it gets reverted, but these fuckers can never hope for anything too much. I guess.
That's right. I think that's the best way to put it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I remember I think we were talking about beforehand. As a lot of people know, if you live in Ontario, we're in stage 2 now.
All right.
And all the stage 3 requirements were done like a couple weeks ago, and we're still not. We're the only region in the entire North America. That's the entire United States, the Hawaii's, the Alaskas of the world. Friggin' Canada. And we're the only region that we cannot eat inside a restaurant and we cannot work out at a gym.
I mean, it's kind of a touchy subject.
It is touchy. But are we afraid of touchy subjects? No, sir.
No, never, ever. In fact, it makes it better,
You know what I mean?
Anyways, here's my take on it. I mean, the thing is that what the U.S. you have to also think is that it's the states in the first place.
But the rest of Canada.
The rest of Canada.
Manitoba lifted the mask mandate.
Isn't like almost like 80-90% of Canada's population in Ontario though?
Is it 80-90%?
Look it up.
I feel like.
How much of Canada's population in Ontario?
Is it Ontario right here? We have 14, 5 British Columbia, 4 in Alberta.
Does it say percentage?
It's not fucking telling me.
Oh, fuck.
But the majority it's up 13 million compared to 4.7 for BC, then 4 Alberta. So I would say
large.
I would say I think it's just over 60-70 probably.
Yeah, at least 60, at least
70,
at least 70. I want to say.
Yeah.
Population in Ontario, and a lot of that in Ontario is in the GTA.
And we also have the biggest city in Canada as well.
Yeah.
And the most prominent city in the country.
Yeah. So you know what? In terms of Canada, I almost agree. I agree on this. In terms of why Ontario is the only one in Canada, I agree. I agree that it should be the only one in Canada because everywhere else is kind of like shitville, middle of nowhere. No offense if you live there, but I mean, like the population density is like like I said, even in Ontario itself, like the GTA is so condensed, like it's packed.
Yeah.
Compared to everywhere else across Canada, it's insane, right? So I kind of agree that we should still be having these kind of lockdown things until a majority of the population is fully vaccinated, because COVID is like, as someone who's like had like a couple of very close people that I know like already died to COVID, so it's I kind of agree on this shit. Like it's I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like, it's a number. At the end of the day, you know what it is? It's a numbers game, right?
Yeah.
To think, well, if you know, like, imagine this. Like, you're like in charge of all this, like what opens, what's not, right? So in your head, you're thinking, well, fuck, like, you know for a fact that, you know, if you open up like stage 3, there's gonna be people that are gonna die because of that. There's real life consequences to people actually dying because of that if they do that.
Yeah.
So it's a real thing. I mean, in the U.S., okay, so that's the thing for Ontario, right? Because the rest of Canada is population density is like compared to Ontario is nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Like in reality, like if you look it up, it's absolutely nothing. But in regards to the U.S., the first thing is the U.S. First of all, like you can literally go to the U.S. You don't have to book, like, you know, here we have to like book an appointment to get vaccinated and everything.
Yeah, you just walk in.
Yeah, U.S. you just walk in. Any pharmacy, anything, you walk in, boom, you're vaccinated. Now that's I guess the reason why, like, you know, you're comparing it to like the U.S. and so I mean, in my opinion, I guess that's why, like, you know, for them, COVID pretty much not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're vaccinated, you know, if you're not a dumbass and you actually vaccinate yourself, fucking get vaccinated right now. And if you're being a dumbass, get fucking vaccinated. But anyways, you know, yeah, so they can just walk in and get vaccinated. So I guess it's different in that regard, right? Like, they're way ahead of us in terms of vaccinations, right? So we're a bit delayed. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I feel like once the fall is over, we will be at that stage, like, where we'll be safe to go to stage 3.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm not really I don't really have like a negative opinion attributed towards hearing that Ontario's like like this, you know.
What do you say to the argument? I have 2 arguments. I have one that says against the okay, let's say, I know they're obviously overblown when they do these things, but think of the actual, just like, you know, in comparison to us. So say like 2 months ago, like, the Texas Rangers opening night had full capacity, 50,000 people in there.
That's a little stupid.
But we can't even go in a gym. Like,
see,
I'm not comparing the two, but I'm saying that like we can't walk in a gym but with low capacity, but they can fill up the entire stadium.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say 2 things. Right. First of all, a lot of things about this is context. So I think Texas is a lot of
big population.
Well, huge population. First of all, Americans love baseball. You know, it's I mean, you know, it's Texas, huge population.
Yeah. And
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like a lot of it's also just the American culture in general.
Yeah.
You know, they're just.
Yeah, I think so too.
They're just like, fuck. They don't give a fuck. But yeah, you know, the Americans, they kind of have this mentality like, I don't give a fuck, like, whatever, like, you know.
Yeah.
You know, America, like, you know, my freedom, you know,
right,
you know, like,
right.
They just go. I feel that it's a wrong move, but then again, context is important. I mean, it's Texas. It's right, like, kind of right wing a little bit. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good mix. It's a pretty good mix depending on where you are in Texas, but still, generally, they're you know, right wing, and you know how right wing is in the U.S. Very right wing. So,
yeah, far.
I mean, they're So they're I mean, at the same time, like, yeah, for like, they're having that, and we can't have stuff like that. But I feel like it's almost it's a good thing that we don't have that. I feel like they're being kind of a little bit moronic doing that. Yeah. Like, how much you want to bet right now? If you look up right now, like, look up like, what was that game called? Like, what was the game that you said it was full?
It was Texas and the Jays.
Yeah. Texas. So I'm pretty sure if you look up that game, maybe, and you look up the day after, and you or 2 weeks after, like, whatever COVID is, you look up obituary for COVID. I'm pretty sure there's something related to that game.
I heard it was like that whole month was like the lowest like case count in America.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
in the whole states, yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. No, apparently Texas and Florida have lower case. Like, you remember like a month ago when the cases were a little high here, or like maybe 2 months ago. Like, at that time they were like 10 times lower than ours.
Yeah, but I mean, then again, at that time they were also like, a lot of them are fully vaccinated, like months ahead of us.
You think though?
Months ahead of us.
But think about how torn they are between vaccines there.
That's the only problem. Literally, the only, like, America could be literally fully vaccinated right now. Okay, I don't want to say that, but they have the potential.
Yeah.
Right. They have ready available vaccine. Any of the citizens, pretty much, they want a vaccine.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who live in the U.S. right now, and if I swear to God, like, most states that I mean, I don't know people that live in every single state, but I know like a lot of the bigger states. You know, Cali, Florida, Michigan. Like you go, they can literally walk into a pharmacy down the street, boom, you're vaccinated. Yeah, you know? So
they literally send like notifications to your phone. Like, come on, go get vaccinated. Like, there's one nearby, like whatever.
Yeah. So in that case, I just feel like the only people left are the people who are visiting vaccine.
They're hesitant or whatever.
Yeah, you might also want to cut that out. But you know, vaccine hesitant. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. But you know, so I mean, it's a little different in that regard because you got to think about they are months ahead. We were really, really like Canada.
Oh, I know we were delayed.
As a first world country, it's really delayed in our vaccine. That's the one thing I fault our government for. I don't fault the government for I don't fault our government for having these lockdowns still. I fault them for not being fast enough on the vaccine rollouts. Because in my opinion, that was way too slow. And it also is what led to the lockdown still being a thing. Yeah. You know, like I said, I feel like give it like 3 or 4 months. You know, after fall, like mid-fall, maybe a little bit later in the fall. Yeah. And I feel like they're gonna lift that because a lot of us are gonna be, majority of us are gonna be vaccinated. The only people that are going to be left are the vaccine hesitant people, and that's same case in America. And then, boom, you're back at square one. That's the reason why the U.S. is able to have all this stuff, and we're not because, like I said, either way, you're going to have vaccine hesitant people. I mean, didn't they have a protest downtown the other day? There's all these like crazy people like protesting with Trump hats and shit. They're like, no vaccines, no vaccines. Bill Gates microchip bullshit. All right, so I don't know. Like, there's always gonna be vaccine hesitancy. Like, you can't avoid it. But I mean, like at the end of the day, the U.S. is majority, I would say, vaccinated right now. I'm pretty sure if you look up the numbers, it's probably a huge amount vaccinated. With their population, especially. I mean, I guess it varies on the state. So I mean, I guess you can go state by state by state. But I mean, at the end of the day, they have much more people, probably like a much bigger, percentage of the population that are like vaccinated compared to us. Yeah. So I mean, I can see why people are kind of like pissed by this, but you also have to look at context. Context always important.
Yeah. What about this argument? This is the one that I can resonate with because I can relate. When it comes to, I know mental health is very important. It's not just the only physical health, physical and mental health. Because if your physical health doesn't align with your mental health, you'll be dead either way. So I've heard this argument too, and it was really prominent in the past. I know we used to talk about this. These people that deem what's essential and shit. Like, what about gyms? Like, for some people, physical exercise with so not everybody has adequate equipment, right, to actually exercise. They have that as essential to their mental health, right? Being able to work out, let out those toxins. I know there's a disease out there. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is, but there's I remember the guy who's explaining that literally some guy kept Bradley Martin, he kept his gym open during COVID last summer, and he kept it open because he believes that working out it's essential for people. And one of the guys thanked him so much because he's literally, I have this condition, he said, if I don't continuously stimulate my brain, I don't have anything at home because I can't afford it. He said, he's like, if I can't go to the gym, I would literally die. My body wouldn't be able to take it. So I find that really interesting, right? So it's like think about that. Who determines what's essential? All these big box stores were able to stay open and all that stuff, but we weren't. That's the other contra, right?
So
I don't care about the indoor eating. That's not essential. But I'm talking about that.
Because I was specifically talking about stuff like indoor eating and all that stuff. But I mean, gyms, okay, so I have a lot of different things to talk about with regards to that. But first of all, I want to talk about the guy that said, he dies. He can die if he doesn't, get enough exercise. Which, I'm pretty sure that's a real thing. I'm just saying, if it's at the point where it's a life-threatening condition, if you don't get enough exercise or something, that you can die or be hospitalized, I feel like you shouldn't be even before COVID was a thing, even before lockdowns were a thing. I feel like you shouldn't have been relying on gyms in the first place. This might be a hot take, but I mean,
well, some people can't afford actual gym equipment. It's expensive, especially people as soon as COVID happened, prices jacked up. I want to get a set of dumbbells.
Oh, I know. Oh no, I know about
like
the prices.
The resale.
Same. Yeah. No, I know for a fact about the prices. I know you're right. Yeah,
but that is true. Think about people originally. Most people are lazy when it comes. People don't really think, right? And then after it comes, the
the equipment thing is definitely a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the prices were jacked up like it was fucking retarded. But
it is crazy. Yeah.
What's it called? I feel like this is more just a problem that goes back before. Like, I'm just saying, this guy's specific case.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if I had a life-threatening thing, disease or something, condition, where if I had to, like, you know, consistently be able to, like, you know, exercise, work out, like every single day, like multiple hours a day, it's like a life-altering thing, you know?
But you got to think of it this way, too. Like, you see people, you know, I'll explain this to you. Like, you know, some people, like, they had a hard time during Corona because some people are so social and they'll just go into depression, right?
Oh, yeah.
But think about it. We have, like, FaceTime. You know, we're able to FaceTime, like, Skype, you know, like, video chat. But what about, like, and they can get depressed and they'd probably die, right? They didn't have that, right? Because they can't communicate with people, right?
I mean, I don't see them dying.
Well, like, depression. No, but depression can lead to not eating and then dying, right?
Yeah. So it's a rocky thing.
It is rocky, right? Yeah. So then if you compare it to that, you'd be like, oh, like, working out isn't the same as that, so it's not as easy to just like randomly. I know you can go for a run, but sometimes that's just it's not enough at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just laying out the argument, right?
No. I think I mean, the thing about depression is pretty touchy subject, right? Because
it's different for everybody. I think
it's different for everybody. I mean, I can say I get depressed from Like, you can be someone who says, "Oh, I get depressed if everything was open. Oh, it'd be too much of a culture shock again." No, not my case, but I'm just saying it can happen to a lot of different cases. It's not just specific to that.
Yeah. But I'm talking about say somebody's actually mentally ill.
Here's the thing, right? You're depressed. I'm just saying there's a lot of resources to help you out. There's therapy.
Right.
I'm not saying it's an insecure. Because everyone's different.
Exactly.
Mental health is a serious thing. Like, it's actually like a thing that I think a lot of people underestimate.
Yeah, it's
like a lot of people, like, you know, they see someone like, even like on an unrelated note, like, for example, like someone with the like Down syndrome. Imagine you have that. A lot of people will just see someone with that and they'll be like, "Oh, that guy's weird." Like, no, bro. Like, this guy, he literally, like, imagine being born into that and you have like, it's just the way your life is.
You can't do anything about it.
Can't do anything about it, right? So depression, like all this stuff, mental health is like a really serious thing. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I said, mental health is a lot of, like, people don't focus on it, like, don't like to focus on it too much, but I feel like it's pretty important, you know? But anyways, regardless of that, back on track about the thing, like, I mean, like I said, so let's say someone's being depressed, like, back to your point, let's say someone's like depressed. Oh, like, I mean, I know a lot of people, like personally know a lot of people.
Yeah.
Even myself, I wouldn't say I'm like full on depressed, but, you know, I'm. Yeah. It gets you down on some days, like you're.
For real. Like really down. Yeah.
So, I mean, especially if you're like a busybody, you know, like like, I'm not even someone who like typically like goes crazy all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I just like chilling with my friends, like, you know. But I don't go too crazy.
You're pretty like. You're not like super, you know, like like you don't like need like crazy amounts.
I don't need a crazy amount. Exactly. So just in moderation for me. But you know, even for me, it was like kind of hard, right? So
it's crazy.
It's touchy subject. But the thing with stuff like you were saying about someone, you know, someone being depressed, like they can't do all this stuff anymore. Yeah. But here's my counterpoint. I mean, depression. I'm not saying therapy and stuff can like auto fix it. I'm just saying, at least you can, you know, they have medication, they have therapy, they have various other things for various different things, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, at least you can somewhat do something about it. Versus if you open all this stuff up, like let's say people are like, "Oh, we're too depressed, open everything." They do that. Now what's gonna happen? People are gonna start dying, and it's from something you can't even fix because COVID.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, right? So regardless, you have to think about it in that perspective. It's a lose-lose situation. You have to choose the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Is there anything in your life right now that if it was taken away and you weren't able to do that right now, that it would destroy you?
Vince.
What?
I was gonna say Vince.
Oh yeah. Hey, good one, man. Yeah, but is there anything that like completely like destroy you, like? if like it was taken away right now because of like something like that? Is there anything like for me personally? Like if you took away just if it took away from me the ability to like stay active, like that'd be like because like I did athletics and stuff, like and like it's very important to me. It's like a very like important part of my life, right? Like taking away sport, like that was big. Like
for me, I don't know, man. I guess off the top of my head, honestly, not too much. I don't know.
The door is closed too.
Yeah, it's closed.
Okay, just continue what you're saying right before that started.
Yeah, no, like for me, I honestly can't think of anything that would like, full on just.
Or you know what?
Make me.
Take something away to you right now, regardless of if it could be restricted or not. Just take it away.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about it.
And the beer.
Oh, it's already gone. It's already gone. It's already gone. But no, I mean, like off the top of my head, I honestly can't. I can't really think of something that would like.
Yeah.
I mean, like I could think of things that would fucking suck.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't really think of something.
You think you'd be okay, right?
I'd be okay at like I can move around it. Like it's like whatever. Whatever. I can't do that.
Well, wait. Is there anything you can't live life without? Like can you imagine life without it? Like right now, like say I took it away from you.
I mean, it would be hard, but I'm not gonna like be like fucking. Oh shit! Like oh no! Like oh. Might as well go kill myself. No.
Like you'll never be able to use it ever again. Like
no, it's
nothing.
Like, even if it's like. All right, let's say can never use phone again.
Yeah, or no. Do you have friends online?
Yeah.
Like, what if you never be able to talk to them again?
Fucking suck, but I mean, like
you'd be okay.
It's like whatever.
You'd be alright. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
What if your family said "fuck you" and they just bounced?
I'd be like, "Fuck you back."
Oh shit! Oh.
But anyways, I mean.
You seem like a pretty simple guy. You seem like a pretty simple guy.
Pretty simple guy. I'm pretty passive.
Everybody's different, like I said.
I'm pretty passive, so I mean, I just go with the flow. Something happen, fucking be terrible. I fucking hate my life for a little bit, but I mean, I wouldn't be like, oh shit, I might as well, like, I have nothing to lose anymore, kind of thing.
I think like it's based on your mind, like the strong-minded, the weak-minded, and everybody's a little different, right? Yeah. Like everybody, like I said,
some people are more sensitive to things than others.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If everybody's the same, it'd be a little different world.
I mean, there's people on there that if you don't put he/him in your bio or
holy shit,
they're gonna fucking sue your ass,
Yeah, I know. That's fucking like I don't, so never will, by the way. So.
Never will. Yeah. Same here, by the way. But, I never understand that pressuring from that stuff. So
yeah, okay, fair enough.
Sounds like you're ready for the end of the world, then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Family, friends are gone. No TV.
Like, okay,
he's ready for the end of the world. Hey, you know what? Let's just take everything right now.
I'll just be some fucking, this guy just in a shell shock. Just no, like I said, like let's say all of a sudden your family's gone, like you're just the only one. Like, fuck, shit like that can have it like be fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But I mean, like. That's this thing, right? It's like it's almost like that, that quote from Rocky. It's like it's not, life's not about, how good you can fight. It's about how much you can take a hit and get back up.
Right.
Yeah.
For real, yeah.
We almost got him on. Remember?
Huh?
We almost got Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, we did, yeah. Back in the day, we actually got
Oh, really?
Like he emailed like they're like his people, and they actually said like Sylvester wishes like Vince and whatever like the most like success moving forward.
Yeah, it's actually sick.
Gave us a nice good paragraph.
Yeah, I love that. Sick. That's awesome. Yeah, that's sick.
It's actually sick, man. He's one of my favorites.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
He's an awesome dude.
I know.
Sweet guy.
I know, and I think we'll just talk about this thing a little bit more because we're actually like we had a deep conversation with a couple of things we spoke about today. So, but I know you're a big gaming guy. I know he is one of the most like greatest martyrs in history because he got banned from Rockstar Games.
Bro, what is that?
And I don't know if they'll lift the ban for this, but GTA 6, I heard it's coming. It's for real now. Apparently, I don't know.
Where'd you hear this?
I don't know. It's all over like the internet this time. Because I know in the past you could see like those stupid YouTubers say like, "Yo, GTA 6 is back, bro." But I know people used to talk about like it being the whole U.S. map and stuff. But this time, apparently, it is happening. It's coming out in 2025, and it's gonna be a constantly changing map like Fortnite is.
Okay.
Do you take any truth to this or like?
I'll say one thing. Bullshit. And I actually eat a dick.
But what's cap? GTA 6? Like
No.
Or like
cap is as in
map.
like all these details changing map. 2026, dude. I guarantee you, 2030, you might not even have a fucking GTA. I'll tell you right now. I will literally eat a dick. I will fucking eat a dick right now.
Yo, hold him to this.
I'll eat a fucking like fried dick on this channel. All right.
I think I know someone interested.
Yeah.
All right. If this thing comes out 2025, all this shit is true. I highly doubt, because here's what's happening. Rockstar milks the fuck out of GTA Online.
They make so much money.
They make billions because there's little kids and there's also like man-childs who, you know,
literally
buy this fucking thing. And
this game's like 8 years old, man.
Almost 10 years old. Almost 10. Almost a decade old, by the way. And they're still milking so much fucking money from that game. I would be surprised if that game is coming out or going to be announced in like the next, like I highly doubt at this point it's going to be announced within the next like 3 or 4 years. It's going to be after. It's going to be at least like.
But you think this game will come out eventually?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll definitely come out. Right?
I think it's one. Yeah, like I said, I remember talking about this with somebody. As soon as people stop paying money for GTA 5, that's
it'll
it.
never happen. By the way.
Well, yeah, I know, but
you know.
But imagine how much money they can make off GTA 6. But they want to put in the resources. The resources, right?
Here's the way they think about it, right? Why spend
put
money?
effort, right? Yeah.
Why spend money and effort and talent into putting time into developing GTA 6 when you literally can just milk this fucking game you made 10 years ago? Okay, bro, give me money. All right, bro, and fucking take the money.
Yeah.
You know?
But like, I don't want to understand. Like, that game is awesome. It is. It's really fun. It's fun, right?
It's awesome,
but
fun game, I don't understand the online.
No, I don't understand. I don't
understand
understand like the you know, people still playing it like now,
oh,
like crazy. Like I'm
like
talking
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
I understand. Like there's a huge thing with GTA 5 where people, what they do is like you can mod the game. But yeah, I don't understand, you know, with the like people playing like the regular online now, because it's kind of pointless. All you do is go around like shooting people. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, go play COD. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Anyways, there's a thing where basically people will mod their GTA 5 where they'll be able to play on like their own like community hosted servers.
Yeah.
And that's a huge thing. Even on Twitch, like you look on Twitch right now, like live streams and stuff. There's a lot of people who do this like RP GTA 5 thing. That I understand because
it's a community. Right?
It's a huge community thing.
It's not just random shit.
Which I understand. And you know what? Rockstar has no part of that. But yeah, that's the biggest thing I can kind of think about. But the biggest reason to keep playing it. Right?
I think there's better games out there. Like, you don't just have to play GTA 5. I know one guy I work with. He's like, yeah, like, I'm like, what do you play on like PlayStation? He's like, I just play GTA. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
bro, yeah, this guy, you know what this guy does? He goes on his little motorbike, flying motorbike, by the way. Yeah. Like lock on rockets. Yeah. So
no, but I think GTA 5 like it did change gaming like for like it did.
I mean, there's a lot of games that changed gaming. You can say for Mario 64, GTA 5.
No, but it did though. There's one. This is one of them. Right?
Oh yeah, it's one of for sure. One of the. I'm not trying to put the game down. I'm just trying to say what Rockstar is doing is they're just milking the fuck out of the game right now, and until they stop milking the game dry, I can't see them announcing a GTA 6.
They've been talking about GTA 6 for years.
Because the moment they announce a GTA 6, everyone dropped GTA. And that's what's gonna happen. They're casual, boom.
I mean, there's still people that play GTA 4, which actually jokes.
Oh,
there's actually fucking people who's actually playing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
But like, obviously not to the magnitude, obviously of I think it dropping off because everybody's gonna hop on that game, right? Like that's right away. Like look at Red Dead Redemption 2. Like remember when that dropped? Everybody fucking got it. It was fucking like everybody forgot about the first one, right? So I know it was only on old gen, but like still, right? Yeah. The end of the day, right?
Yeah, I mean, I played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2. I couldn't get into it as much just because of genre.
Yeah, totally different. Culture shock, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the genre itself I just didn't vibe with. But
I remember you were just modding the game and you got banned, right?
Oh, GTA 5?
Yeah, you were just fucking around, right? Like,
because let me tell you something. If you play GTA 5 seriously, you take this game seriously, and you grind, and you don't cheat in nothing, you don't do nothing. It is such a garbage experience. I can't imagine people doing that.
If you have friends and you're just joking around, playing with them.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, if you're, like, literally just grinding yourself, like, bro. Like,
fucking, even if you have friends and you're grinding, just don't, man. What are you doing?
Not grinding, I mean, like, just playing fun, do heists, have fun, like you know what I mean, like
yeah, but
it is fun. It is fun if you play with your buddies, like
oh yeah, it's so
like
fun.
we play, like we've like we do the business and we're just playing together, like joking around.
Oh yeah,
like shooting people and stuff. Yeah, but like literally like grinding, like yo, come on, we gotta fucking like do this. Like
yeah, man, I
fuck
can't.
that shit. Yo.
So
fuck
literally, let me tell you something. Every single one of my friends that has played this game has played it with modding on it because it's the only way you can have
it's fun. You could do, or what you could do, right? You know?
Yeah.
And
so,
do you think that ruined the experience for anybody?
Only if you're a dick.
But you said you like give people money and shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's different.
It's been a while since I played that game, to be fair.
Mind you. You happy you got banned?
Oh yeah.
You're banned from all Rockstar games, right? Online servers?
No, just GTA 5.
Oh, it's it. Okay, so you'll be back at GTA 6, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Return of Haze Flare. Return of Haze Flare.
Only if it's good, you know. But
oh yeah, okay, we're gonna get it anyways. yeah.
This guy.
You got Cyberpunk. Weren't you up for 24 hours?
Cyberpunk.
Bro, this guy, we were like Mandalorian. I think season finale came out or something like that. I'm like, bro, did you just see what happened? He's like, yo, bro, it came out. I've been up 24 hours playing Cyberpunk. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Aren't you in exams right now? I was like, this guy's fucked, bro.
Listen.
This guy's fucked.
It wasn't 24 hours. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Listen. Okay. Cyberpunk is different. That shit I was waiting for so long. Great game, by the way.
Yeah.
Not so much on the console.
It's better now, apparently. It's really better. Well, I think PS5 it's okay. I think like PS4 garbage. I think.
Listen, I'll say this. Regardless, the console versions were scummy for sure. But you know, I'm playing on PC. I don't own a console besides Switch. So I mean, like, for me, it was just perfect. I didn't give like if people are like, oh, it's too buggy, dude. People who say that this game is too buggy has never played Skyrim, never played Fallout, none of those games, which is like I don't know what to say at that point. So like for me, perfect game. I mean, like the story was so engaging. So Vince is like, oh, I played 24 hours. No. Like I
put up to what you said, man.
No. I put a ton of hours into 1 week. I finished the game in like a week and a half.
Really? Wow.
The whole game, and it was like 50 something hours. So do the math on that. Week and a half, 55 hours, something. So
this is like during exams, right?
This is a few weeks before the exam, so you know, not too good. But I mean, I had to do it.
Like, what do you say about like though? Like, is it scummy though that the game developers released this game knowing that was gonna be shit on console? That's scummy, right? Like,
listen,
for people pay full price
for console, yes, but at the same time, a lot of the fault I blame on the higher ups and investors. It's always like that.
Oh, they probably told them to rush it, right? They always want to rush it.
Yes, it's the same reason why COD puts out new shit game, same formula every year.
Apparently they're actually thinking of changing that this year. Apparently, weird, eh? But
yeah, same reason why FIFA garbage is copy and pasted every year. Same reason, like you know, all these games.
You know, think about it.
Same thing.
If the consumer's gonna buy it, they're gonna put it out, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I think Cyberpunk got delayed at least like half a year, right?
So here's the thing with Cyberpunk that a lot of people don't know, is that when you announce a game and you open pre-orders, is that like which was Cyberpunk did. Right. So they did that. You can only delay, like basically the way it works is you can only like on a lot of stores and generally just like laws around the world. The way it works is you can only delay it so long until that people can request a refund for the pre-order.
Okay.
Not that you have to refund them, but they can request a refund for it. So what happened was, if you actually look back from the day that they announced it, it's and like after all the delays and stuff, it's the day that they released it was like one of the days right before the cutoff.
Okay.
So it's almost like because what I guess what happened is, you know, all these investors are like, fuck, like you can't delay it anymore. The developers are probably saying, well, we need more time. These investors are probably saying, you know, you can't delay it anymore because it's the cutoff for the pre-order shit. People are going to start refunding the pre-orders. We're going to lose money. That's what the investors are thinking. And that's what I'm pretty sure what happened. So
it's always an underlying thing, right? Yeah. Always. At the end of the day, and you know, I actually want to try Cyberpunk because I feel like I've heard that you told me very immersive, right? Like, and like I'd love to try.
The world
itself, and I know. Yes. And I know it's so bullshit when people are saying, "Yo, it's like GTA, bro." No, it's RPG, bro.
No, you're gonna hate if you play like a game like Cyberpunk, and you go into it expecting it's like GTA. Just no, it's nothing like GTA. It's completely different game. It's open world, but everything else is different from GTA. It's,
Scale 1 to 10, customization.
Customization. I'll give it a 10.
I heard there's some funny things in there.
I'll give it a 10 because you can have a dick as any other gender. I just put I just put a male guy. I'm not some weird fucking dude, but
you can.
I'm just saying you could be a little weird if you want. So.
Yeah, a little weird, but that's funny. You think I should try it sometime? Like for sure. I can't.
You have to go into not expecting GTA.
No, I know it's RPG.
You have to RPG, but also very story focused.
I like that though.
Have you played what the best comparison almost to me?
Yeah.
Not the best comparison, but a very similar comparison. Almost like if you play Mass Effect. Not the last one. Andromeda was garbage.
I think one of the first ones I did.
Yeah. So if you like a game like Mass Effect, which is like
it's a different vibe, obviously, right? Like
it's completely different.
Space. Mass Effect is space, right?
Yeah, it's completely different in a sense, but at the same time, like a lot of the choices you make and all that stuff, like the relationship stuff, it's pretty similar in sort of a way.
I like that though.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
You can't do that in other games like that.
Yeah.
You're kind of like.
I'll say this:
one direction.
And here's why I think it's like this. Is why I made the comparison between Mass Effect and Cyberpunk, because you can play Mass Effect, you can skip like 90% of the story, like just zoom through all them, because Mass Effect has like a ton of side quests.
Yeah.
Like it has a fuck ton of side quests. So the side quests you could probably spend like hundreds of hours on,
Right.
And but if you just go through the story, like just skip through all the story missions, you just focus on the ones that you need. It might be like 20 hours. Might be super short, right?
Okay.
So, but you're missing a lot. And the ending won't be as good. It won't be as impactful. Won't be as good. So Cyberpunk's almost the same way. So there's many different endings you can do, and like depending on your choices, and if you actually like play through the story of the game, play through all these side quests. But basically in these games, if you skip too much, you just blaze through the main story, ignore everything else. Yeah, like you might think it's actually garbage. BioShock is the same way. If you ever played BioShock. Same way, like you have to appreciate the game and play through a lot of the alternate content. Witcher is the same way, like The Witcher 3.
Of course.
Like it's another game that changed a lot of the interest.
It's a really good fucking game.
Yep, but you have to play through the ending and everything is absolutely breathtaking if you actually take the time to make it and also play through a lot of the other.
And actually become in the story, it's like a TV show almost, you're actually involved in the story, and you have feelings about certain things.
Yeah, you have
just
to
click spam X.
That's fucking. Exactly. So, I mean, that's the thing, right? There's different games for different people. I know a lot of people that they play a game like Cyberpunk, they'll just skip. They just
want to play.
Yeah, they just want to play, right? So you have to be a different, it has to be for you, So
you have to be a different type of cat,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know, just different games for different people, I guess. But for me, absolutely loved it. So.
Yeah, I know. For the guys watching right now, if you guys watch us on YouTube, we did do E-Man's debut by himself. We did Noob plays Ratchet and Clank for the first time.
Great gameplay, by the way.
Fucking
amazing.
He fucking killed it, bro.
So if you guys in the future want to see more, we can do a Noob plays Cyberpunk for the first time. You never know. So sometime down the line. So
just tell us what you want me to play next.
So I know he loves playing games. Just he's kind of new to it. So
who's Mario?
Oh shit! This guy. Super Mario, but
look at this pure blood Italian right here.
Come on, Bo. Ew.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, that's pretty much a wrap from us here today. If you guys want to follow us, you can follow us on social media, all types of platforms. TikTok, our favorite.
100%.
Yeah, bro. Instagram, Vine. I'm kidding, not Vine. But and pretty much Twitter and all those other ones. If you want to listen to us, just our audio, you can as well. We are on all Anchor streaming platforms, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we're also here on YouTube, of course, where we post our most content and most of our effort goes into here. So if you're viewing or listening, we thank you for that. Thank you for making it to the end of the podcast or the video. At the end of the day, we're putting it out for y'all, and we're having a fun time. Andre, thank you for coming on, my brother. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and this summer while you're around here, because you're going back to Whitby.
No.
You won't be going back to Whitby?
No.
You're gonna be staying at home for the
semester?
Oh, okay, maybe we'll see you around a little more often.
Yeah, but I will be going to Italy soon. So.
Oh shit! Hey, Viva Italia! Hey, bro.
Viva Italia.
Then to go with.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Some more vlogs.
Gelato, though?
Oh yeah, 100%.
It would be good if they went and then the celebration when you go.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hopefully they do it.
100%.
But yeah, guys, like I said, that is a wrap on Vince. This is Andre, and this was episode 6 of The Rip. Take it easy, everybody.
Peace.